Okay, just so you guys know, we are going to continue with word problems today. Ms. Wingrove's going to go over numbers 3 through 10. So those of you that are absent, just make sure you check your homework, and then we'll move on to the lesson. Okay, go. Okay, Luke, you should be listening. What does your graph look like? Perfect timing, Brianna. So pretty easy, you guys thought? This is easy. Huh. Okay, good. All right, I need everyone to flip to number 12. Okay, here's what I want to do. Brianna, just so you know, we finished the test and then we just went over homework. So we're now starting the new stuff. Okay, if you need to check homework, just check on Blackboard. Bulletin board reminder before I start this. Bless you. If you guys are interested in the extra credit, you should not be doing it now. Eric. It's due February 24th. When you are done, just make sure you give that to Miss Wingrove. Yes? Remember when she explained that to you? You need to actually do the equations. So you do 10 of them for a hard Sudoku, the first 10. Do 15 of them for a medium level Sudoku. No. Oh wait, yes. You get an extra bonus point for doing the Sudoku. Hold on. You don't lose points. No. If you do all the equations and do the Sudoku, if you do them all correctly, Ms. Wingrove, you can say something if you need to. If you do them all correctly and do Sudoku, you can get up to +6, or get +6 if you get them all right. That's a lot of extra points. Correct. The Sudoku, did you hear what I said? Is +1 extra points. If you don't get the Sudoku, but you get everything else, you can get up to +5. Okay? Ms. Wingrove, are you going to grade them that if they do all 10, but they don't do the other 5, they don't do the Sudoku, can they still get +5? Okay, that's what I thought. No. Luke B, just listen, okay? Brian V, did I answer your question? Okay, anyone else? Okay, good thing I asked. All right, so let's go to number 12. I just want to do a couple of these, a couple two-step, a couple multi-step, and then one that's set up completely different than anything else we've done. Do not go ahead of me, bless you, because we're not doing all these. I'm going to skip around, okay? I purposely chose some of them just so I can make sure you guys are okay. Not necessary to do all 40 of these or however many there are. Okay, number 12, okay? It says Krista makes t-shirts and sells them on the internet, okay? Today, Krista has 30 shirts in her inventory. She decides that she's going to sell, or she does sell, I should say, 3 shirts every week. Provided that she doesn't make any shirts, how many weeks until she has only 9 shirts left? All right. Anyone want to try, before I go through the step-by-step, to try to give us the two-step equation, the equation, not solving anything in your head, that we need to use to solve this? Will, what do you think? Okay, let me ask you this. Why did you subtract 3x? Okay, good. Okay, why are you subtracting? You're right. Good. So she has 30 in her inventory. If you're selling something, you're getting rid of it. So you're going to be decreasing that total number that's already in your inventory. It's equal to 9 because we want to figure out how many weeks until she only has 9 shirts left in her inventory. Maybe she needs to make more, once she gets to 9. Maybe she needs to order more once she gets to 9. We don't know. Okay? Is everyone clear on how to set this up? Okay, go ahead and solve that. Take a minute, and then I'm going to ask someone what you got. You could tell what? You just use mental math, huh? That's fine. I think some of you guys are too smart for these, huh? Okay, Anna, what did you get for your answer? Good. X equals 7 weeks. Marissa, what should the number line look like? Good. Fill it in circle above 7. That's your answer. That's it. Brian C? On a test, I want you to. Will I take off points? Probably not. But you should. On standardized exams, they're going to want those labels. When we get to our PSSA review this year, you need to do labels. Okay? Because they're more picky than I am when they're grading. Anyone else questions or comments on that? All right, let's go to 14, then we're going to go to some harder ones. Okay, 14. So Mr. Roth, he's an 8th grade math teacher. So Mr. Ross in our note packet, it says he has saved $2,000 to go on vacation, okay, for this summer. His airplane ticket costs $630. What is the maximum amount that he can spend on the rest of his vacation if he only has $2,000 saved? So why I chose this one, I want you guys to tell me the initial setup. What inequality sign are we supposed to use? Gigi. Correct. You can use less than or equal to because it's the maximum amount, but you should use equals. This was like the one Miss Wingrove went over that said maximum amount. Now, would I mark it wrong if you use less than or equal to? No. Would I mark it wrong if you use equals? No. Either one's fine. Okay. On my notes, I did have less than or equal to. That was my initial thought because, okay, he can spend a certain amount, but he could also spend less than that. So there are some cases where either inequality or equation is fine. Eric? Yeah, correct. They're asking you what the maximum amount is. So really, there's only one maximum amount. When I think of this, I think of myself. You know, I could spend less than that. You know, but yes, there's only one maximum amount, one number. Okay. So what are we doing here? What goes on the left-hand side? What goes on the right-hand side without solving? Luke B? Go ahead. Keep going. Okay, that's one way. I did mine a little differently, but it doesn't matter. Kevin, did you have something different? Good. Either way, it's fine. This is a pretty basic setup, so it doesn't matter. Okay, what is the maximum amount that he can spend? Gigi. Good job. Okay, we're not going to worry about the number line on that one. Any questions on 14? Okay, let's... Okay, we're going to fly ahead here to number 37. Hey, I'm going to go backwards if you keep talking. 37. No, these aren't hard. They're all, just so you guys know, the ones I skipped are all very similar to all the other problems we've done. You're fine. You don't need to. You're good with the other ones. Okay, 37 says there are 3 tests in a marking period. Okay, no, don't try to listen to this one. A student receives a grade of 75% on the first test, bless you, 81% on the second test. The question is, what grade must the student earn on the last exam to get an average grade of no less than 80% for the marking period? My first question for you is, what does no less than mean? No less than. Anna? Good. First thing we need is greater than or equal to 80%. Okay? I'm going to put a fraction bar on the left-hand side. What goes in the numerator of the fraction bar? We did these in the goal packet, so you guys should remember these. That's why I'm asking you. So there's 2 tests that this person already took. We need to figure out what they need to get on a third. Jared? Good job. So 75 plus 81 plus X. So you're adding up all 3 test scores, but we don't know the third yet. Gigi, what are we dividing by? Good. Why are we dividing by 3? Good. This side is kind of like what from the goal packet? What is this side called? I'll say that again. From the goal packet, you are finding what of the 3 tests on this side? What is this called? I know you guys all know this. Alina? The average or mean, right? That's what this represents, the average score of the 3 tests. All you sleepyheads out there, you guys with me? No. You don't understand that? Okay. All right, next step. Luke C, when we're solving for X here, what do we need to do next to solve for X? Okay, combine like terms, and what else do we have to do? Good. Get rid of the 3. So we're going to combine like terms. We're going to do 2 things at once. Combine like terms and multiply both sides by 3. Get rid of this 3. Okay, I know most of you guys do 2 things at once, so we're just going to do it that way. 75 plus 81 is 156. Rewrite the plus X. Greater than or equal to 80 times 3 is 240. Is everyone with me on how we just did two things at once? Okay, what percent must the student get to get 80% in the class? In other words, what is the answer? Brian C? Good job. The student must get at least an 84% on the test to earn, I should say, an 80% average for the marking period. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs down. Do you remember these from the gold packet before I go to the next thing? Okay, any questions on that for me? Okay, unfortunately, there's not any more like that. So flip over to page 24. The top of it says 6.6. 34. My numbers are cut off. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start a new thing. I just want to start talking about it, okay? This lesson is similar to the word problem section, but I think you're going to find them a little bit easier. However, this is extremely new for you. Okay, you guys have not gotten to anything. We didn't do anything like this last year. I don't think in the past that you've seen things like this. My first question for you is, what does the word consecutive mean? So anything in life. Jared, what does consecutive mean? Say that again. Oh, in a row. Good. Perfect. In a row. So if I said to you, what are 4 letters in the alphabet that are consecutive? What would you say to me, Nathan? Good. A, B, C, D, right? They're in order. If I said to you, what are 3 consecutive even integers? What would you say to me? 3 consecutive even integers. Anna? Good. 2, 4, 6. What are 3 consecutive odd integers? Kevin? Good. 11, 13, 15. So consecutive, they go in order. If they're even, you guys know what an even number is. If they're odd, you know what an odd number is. Okay. Now, before I go to this first one, let me ask you another thing. In geometry next year, you're going to have to prove that an even times an even is always an even. You're going to have to prove an odd times an even is always an even. So this leads to geometry, but you also need this for this year. What expression can we use to represent an even number? So I'll say that again and see if you guys can figure it out. What is an expression we can use to represent something as an even number? Nathan? Awesome. Why? Good job. Awesome. So Nathan said 2x. You guys can try to prove me wrong. I promise this is always true. 2 times anything is always even. Nathan just told us that. 2x always represents an even number. If that's an even number, what is the next even consecutive integer after 2x? If 2x is even, what's the next one after that? Anna? No. That can work. Not always. I know, that's what I was just trying to think of. Yeah, that does not always work. That's what I was trying to think in my head real quick. But most of the time that will work. Use 2x as your base foundation. Don't change that. Brian C? Nope, that doesn't always work. Doesn't always work. Luke B? Now, listen, let me say this again. Leave, okay, 2x is our base expression. 2x always represents even. Don't change the 2. Don't change the x. Nathan? Okay, 2x plus 2, right? So here's an example. 2 times 1 is 2, okay? If we plug 1 in again, 2 times 1, still 2, plus 2 is 4. So 2x is always our base. The next even number after that is 2x plus 2. Next one after that is 2x plus 4. Okay, one more question before I'll explain more. If we're using 2x as our base, how can we use 2x as our base and represent an odd integer? I bet you Nathan knows too. Will? Good, 2x plus 1. Good job, because 2 times anything is even. Now it could be plus or minus 1. Will, could be either way, and for Nathan too. But plus 1, 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 2 times anything is even. If you add 1 to it, you're going to get to an odd number. Did you guys listen to what does that make sense what we just talked through? Okay. Let's look at number 1. Oh, one more thing. An integer is always what kind of number? An integer, Anastasia, is always what kind of number? Good, nice. I always say nice number. It doesn't really make sense, but it's a nice number. From negative infinity to positive infinity, no decimals, no fractions, no mixed numbers, etc. Okay? Here's what I want you to do for number 1. We're just going to do a couple of these. I want you to set up a little table, and in your table, I want there to be, oh geez, not so nice, 3 rows, and let's say 3 columns for now. Okay, so 3 rows, 3 columns. Okay, the question here is, or the problem is, the sum of 3 consecutive integers is 21. What are the 3 integers? Don't do it your way yet. I know last year they came up with their own way to do this. Do this my way first until you find your own shortcut. So we are just finding 3 regular consecutive integers. I want you to put x as the first expression here. We're always using x as the first expression if it's just a consecutive integer. What is the next consecutive integer if x is our first one? Don't change x. Anastasia? Good, x plus 1. So here, for example, if x was 1, the next one would be 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay? Andy, what's the third one? Good, x plus 2. We now need to take those, okay? We need to find the sum of 3 consecutive integers, which is 21. We need to take all of these, we need to add them up. So let's take x plus 1, hold on, plus x plus 2 equals 21. So all I did was take each of these expressions. For now, I wrote them out, set them equal to 21. Just so you know, eventually with you guys, we're just going to add these up in our heads and then write down whatever the combined like terms version is, equals 21. Okay, Brian C., after you combine like terms, what do you get? Brian, what's x plus x plus x? Good, you figure out about the 3. Okay, 3x plus 3 equals 21. So combine like terms, solve your 2-step equation, subtract 3 on both sides. Luke B, what's x? Good, so x is 6. We're not done. That's not our answer, okay? What we need to do, listen, we need to find the 3 consecutive integers that add up to 21. You need to take what x is, and we need to plug them into this table, okay? So, of course, x is 6. Put that there. 6 plus 1 is 7, so that's 7. 6 plus 2 is 8. So let's check. Is 6 plus 7, which is 13, plus 8, 21? Yeah. So down here, I want you to write 6, 7, 8, and then in the future, this equation needs to go down here. Now, I messed up on my table. What I should have done, my fault, on your homework tomorrow, not today, you'll see a 1, 2, 3 in the first column. Your variables are here, and then the answers will go here. Does that make sense? My fault. Maddie? That won't always work, but on some of them, yes. Anyone else? Brian B? No, you don't have to use the table. Okay, I want you guys to do number 2. Okay, so do number 2. I'll give you a minute. If you want to use the table, that's fine. If not, you don't have to. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys understood that, and then we'll talk in a minute. Did you get it already? Okay. Good. Good job. It's not my fault. 15. All right. Okay, here's what I want you guys to do because I don't have enough time to explain it. Make sure this is done for tomorrow. That's your only homework. hold on, listen. Tomorrow in class, we'll finish this up. I have 2 worksheets that we'll do to practice this. Okay, all tests will be back tomorrow. If you want to check the grade book, go ahead, they're in there. Make sure just that problem is finished for tomorrow. Do not go ahead, okay? Have a good day.